My name's Amanda Kelly, and I'm from Ajax, Ontario. I was diagnosed with epilepsy in April of 2013. I don't remember how I reacted when I was first diagnosed because I had been misdiagnosed for a while, and I have complex partial seizures. So I had gone status for about a month and a half, and going status with your seizures means you are, in a sense, in a constant state of having a seizure. So I was going in and out constantly. It's hard to notice for a lot of other people, but my memory was kind of wiped that whole time. So I don't remember much about it, so I had somebody come in the room with me to kind of write down what the doctor had said. And then I looked at it later, and it didn't register. I called my family to let them know. Didn't really register with anybody because it wasn't the type of seizure we're used to seeing. Because my assumption of epilepsy was tonic-clonic seizures, falling to the ground, or what I had seen on House, or Grey's Anatomy, where if people had non-convulsive seizures, it was due to something. People who were in the hospital and had all these different illnesses. I felt fine other than the fact that my brain wasn't working. And it was confusing because I knew my brain wasn't working, but I couldn't do anything about it. When I was first diagnosed with epilepsy, I felt that I was limited and wasn't allowed to do anything. After I had to go in for a few appointments before I had my neurologist, she had explained to me things that I am not allowed to do. So I am not allowed to take a bath by myself. If I go in the shower, I need to let somebody know. Not allowed to swim by myself. So I got a list of things that I can't do. At that point, you're thinking, what can I do? I wasn't at work anymore. There was nothing to do. So that made things very difficult because I felt like I had nothing left in life. Epilepsy is terrifying to me. I admit that I have it. I accept that I have it. I will never deny that I have it, but I'm scared every day. I know the statistics. I know that 1 in 25 people in North America will have a seizure in their life, whether they know it or not, and 1 in 100 people are living with epilepsy. Some also don't know it. It scares me in my own personal life. Something that's very personal to me, work. I'm lucky now that I have an amazing support system at work, but right before I was diagnosed, I had my dream job. The job I had been working to for my entire life, the one, I had my career, and that's when my seizures had started. They were undiagnosed at that point in time, and my work was great. They're like, you can take a medical leave of absence. But after 3 months had passed and I still wasn't diagnosed and I still wasn't able to go into work because I became agoraphobic, I just had to say, I'm sorry, I can't come in. Because that was when I was going into status seizures and I barely knew up from down. My memory was gone. I barely remembered anybody I used to work with. So once that had happened, I was out of work for a few years. I've just reached my 1-year mark of being back in the workforce. I'm terrified every single day that I might go status again and be out of a job again because I can't leave the house, I can't go to work, I can't do anything. That's my biggest fear is reliving that 6 months of being misdiagnosed and not knowing what was going to happen the next day. In a short period of time, as much as I'm crying and stuff, I know I'm allowed to cry. I'm allowed to feel upset. I'm allowed to feel the array of emotions that I didn't want to feel before because it makes it so real. It makes everything so real to come out and say, I have epilepsy, or this is who I am, this is where my life is at. And I've always known I have a specific kind of strength within me, but I was forced to use that strength and forced myself to have that strength at the forefront and be a voice, be an advocate, not even necessarily for other people, but for myself, because I know I want to succeed. I know I will succeed. I know I have the support system. They want me to succeed. Everything else would be excuses. Everything else in my life would be excuses. If I said I can't do this, I won't do this, they're excuses. If there's no validity behind it, it's an excuse. And I know the people that make me happy in my life, and I know the things that make me happy in my life, and I'm going to focus on those things because those are part of the person that I want to be, and I know I am. What makes me remarkable is that in such a short amount of time, from being diagnosed to being where I am now, I have gone through a lot of motions and a lot of emotions, but I'm still here. I am a survivor. I've learned that I am a remarkable person. All the things that I thought before, I've learned, you know what, they're insignificant. What matters, the people who I surround myself with, the way I take care of myself, and that I'm remarkable and the people I keep around me are remarkable. My name is Amanda Kelly, this is my story, and this is what makes me remarkable.